Who is more handsome, me or you?
That's easy.
Level 2 free, the aptly titled The Best English Lesson.
Boom.
By the best English teachers.
Boom.
For the best English students.
Boom shaka.
So, part 1. Let's practice comparatives.
I love comparatives.
Me too. So,
Good.
Jamie, who do you think is more famous? Me or a guy called Tom Cruise?
Thomas Cruise? Thomas Cruise is way more famous than you.
Oh, I see. That's too bad. I see. Which place do you think is more interesting? Fukuoka or Edinburgh?
Oh, that's a tough one, but I think Edinburgh is slightly more interesting than Fukuoka. Well, they're both quite interesting.
Yeah, Fukuoka is an interesting place too, isn't it? Okay, and which do you think is cheaper? Do you think McDonald's or Moss Burger is cheaper?
I think McDonald's is slightly cheaper than Moss Burger, isn't it?
I see.
It is.
It is. I suppose it is. Okay, and the last question. Who is more handsome, me or you?
That's easy. I'm way more handsome than you.
I totally disagree.
Hands down winner. Ask anyone.
Thanks, Jamie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Part 2. Now let's practice superlatives and let's also expand as well.
Okay.
Jamie, what's the best time you've had recently?
Very recently, the best time I've had was at our staff party, Kensington staff party.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, it was really fun.
There?
I think there were about 20, maybe slightly under 20. And I found out that most of our staff, with the exception of maybe Yui, are champion drinkers as well.
Yeah, and most of all our staff seem to be getting along so well with each other, which is amazing too.
That is amazing.
It's fun to see, for sure. What's the most expensive meal you've had recently, Jamie?
Well, you know me, I'm a bit of a cheapskate. I don't think I've eaten an expensive meal for a long time, but I did have a nice French meal with my wife. Was it last year for our wedding anniversary? And it was pretty good too. Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Was it worth it? Well, I spent some time with my wife, which is always worth it.
Oh yeah,
and the food is also good.
I'm sure your wife would agree to that too.
She's agreeing to it right now, actually.
Yeah, lucky her. Yeah. I see. And Jamie, one more. What's the scariest experience you've ever had?
I don't know. The Fukuoka earthquake in 2005 was pretty scary.
Yes. I had forgotten that.
You'd forgotten about that one, yeah. Yes. You called me and told me, get out of my house. You said, your house is a tomb. Get out of there.
I sometimes overreact. What can I say?
I don't know. It was pretty scary. I still haven't really forgotten it, actually. Yeah. What about yourself? Was that the scariest experience you've ever had, do you think?
Yeah, now that you reminded me of it, yeah, probably. It was pretty scary.
I also read recently that Fukuoka is now considered to be one of the top 10 most likely places to have a very large earthquake soon.
Sweet.
So,
so we can test that then. Have a nice day, Jamie.
You too.
Part 3. Now let's practice some nice adjectives such as dodgy, captivating, defining, groundbreaking, and gripping.
Okay.
So, Jamie, you are a dodgy person.
I'm relatively dodgy.
I think so. What's the dodgiest place you've been to?
I've been to some really dodgy places, but when I was living in Australia, there was an area of the city that I stayed in because it was cheap. It was called King's Cross. I've heard nowadays that it's been gentrified, if you know that word. I'm sure you do. But when I was there, it was really dodgy. There were tons of drug addicts around. There was prostitution. There were even gunshots at night sometimes. And so, yeah, it was pretty dodgy. Yes.
I see. Okay. That sounds dodgy, actually, for sure.
I met my wife there.
She's a dodgy person as well, isn't she?
Isn't she, though? Yeah.
Now, going to, on the contrary, let's talk about something less dodgy or something captivating. What's the most captivating scenery you've seen, you've experienced?
It's a good one. I've seen the sunrise coming up over the Himalayas years and years ago when I was trekking in India, and it was absolutely beautiful. That's unforgettable.
It sounds amazing.
It was amazing. It was. Unfortunately, all my pictures that I took in India got destroyed by the company that I gave them to oh God, what's the word again?
Develop?
Yeah, to develop, yeah. Who develops pictures?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they weren't that good. I mean, like, given your terrible skills as a photographer. So.
Even with my terrible skills as a photographer, you can't mess up a picture of a sunrise in the Himalayas. Yes, that one sells itself. Yeah.
Was that the most defining moment in your Uber achieving life so far?
No, I don't think so, because it was just a sunrise. You know, they happen every day.
The most defining moment in your life so far is when you first met me. I'm just feeling here.
No, one of the most defining moments in my life was when I said, right, yes, I'm out of here, and left Scotland. The change.
And met me in the process, right?
No, I didn't meet you until about 2 years later.
Which was very defining as well, right?
It's pretty defining. Yes.
I would refer to it as a groundbreaking achievement.
It was amazing meeting you.
Yeah. Now, talking about groundbreaking, what is what in your lifetime so far? What do you think has been the most groundbreaking technology?
Groundbreaking technology since I have been alive. Well, it's got to be the smartphone. Yeah,
smartphone. I would go with the internet.
I don't know if it was the internet. Yeah, I suppose the internet was. No, it wasn't around. It wasn't popular until like the late 80s, was it?
But it's
right. Okay. Yeah. The net and then the smartphone. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, they've changed everything.
That's true. That's true. That's true. People use smartphones so many things nowadays. They watch films, read books. Talking of which, what is the most gripping film or book you have watched or read recently?
Recently? Gripping. I just read a book called 100 Years of Solitude. Yeah, have you read it?
I have read half of it.
You've read half of it. It's pretty difficult to get through, yeah?
Yeah, it's a great book, but I mean, like, everybody's called Alejandro.
Yeah, they're all called Aureliano.
God, I just gave up at the 10th person called the same name. I was like, you know, like just.
It was really good. It was hard to get through, but it was like reading a dream, you know. It was kind of amazing.
Bible, it was amazing. I thought so too.
Yeah, it's pretty tragic, but yeah, it kept me interested till the end. So please finish it, Tim, if you can just concentrate.
Well, yeah, I will. Thanks, Jamie. It was captivating talking to you.
Thank you very much. I love talking about going to the Himalayas. It's the only place I've ever been.
Well, maybe that's why. Jamie, thank you so much for today. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Bye.